Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today we're just gonna get right into it because, okay, so I finally caught up. I know we only like 2 episodes in, but I finally caught up to the Kardashians on Hulu. I have been, because if you know me, I'm a huge Keeping Up with the Kardashians fan. Like, I've been watching the Kardashians since season 1, basically. And so, huge fan. I was really sad when they ended it. When they ended Keeping Up with the Kardashians. But then I was so happy when I heard that they were coming out with a new show on Hulu. So that was really good news for me. But I was actually a little late on watching it. I've been like really busy, like working and just doing a whole bunch of different things. So I've been really busy. I haven't had time to really watch my shows. Like, how I just sit back and just, I got a lineup. So on Thursdays, I watch this. On Mondays, I watch that. So I haven't had time to keep up on my stuff, But I finally caught up on this. So the second episode came out yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday, yeah. The second episode came out yesterday. And then I watched that one. That was really cool to kind of have, because even though I did miss the premiere, I didn't end up watching the premiere when it actually premiered, but that was okay because this week I was able to get 2 episodes and just watch them back to back, so that was cool. But okay, so let me just get into it because it's just so much to just update on and so much that I was updated on. Because like I said, we haven't seen them for a long time, on the show, we haven't seen them for a long time. So it's just been so much happening. So I'm just gonna just dive right into it. Okay, so first, my thoughts on the first episode. So the intro to me, I thought was really cool. I know that was the premiere intro, so that's not probably, they're not gonna take you through all of that, every episode. But it was a nice, decent length intro, and it was really cool. I thought it was very different than their other show, than Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It definitely gave a different vibe. It switched things up. It did. It really switched things up. I think it was cool to see Courtney and Travis. So they were, I think they were the first people that you kind of saw in the intro, was Travis, Courtney, and Courtney and Scott's kids. So which to me, so let's get into this first. So you saw them, and then it went to the other the other ones, and so it was a really good intro. I really liked it. It kind of showed them in their in their element, of what they kind of value. So it started out with Courtney. She was at the house. Of course, Courtney loves her kids and loves spending time with her kids, and it's all about my kids, and I just love my kids. But so that was kind of her vibe. And then I think you went into Chloe, where she was building her new house and just kind of doing her thing. And so that was, that was really cool. And then Kim, of course, she was leaving. So the concept of the intro was all of them were on, taking a call, getting ready to meet up. Anyway, I just talked a lot for that, but that's what it was. So it was really cool. And then the episode, I think, was a very good intro. It was really cool seeing them back filming. I could tell that it was I don't want to say new because they had Keeping Up with the Kardashians forever, but it was just very nostalgic, I feel because they had such a long break, and then to come back and kind of have all these cameras, and you're back not producing, but you're back filming, and all that is kind of very nostalgic. And so that was just really cool. So my opinion, because what I was gonna, because I'm gonna start talking about, what was going on. So my opinion. So first, the whole situation with Travis, Courtney, and Scott. So they went into that in the episode, because Kim had a barbecue, and so they came, Travis and Courtney obviously were over, and nobody invited Scott. But my thing is, I agree with what Courtney was saying, because she's like, why should I have to send an invite, and why should I have to do all these things? And of course he's invited, but it's like there's different certain things that you and behaviors that you be doing that be making me not want to have you around. Like, you the father of my kids, so it's not like, oh, Travis is here now, like we don't want you around at all. I don't think that it's that. I just think that it's like, the energy, like, it's time to kind of move forward and move on. Like, it's been, quite some time, and this is the new reality. So it's like it's time to kind of step into that. And, so I understand that. But so they're working on that. And then, what else interesting? So the other interesting thing that happened, which was kind of like, I think really difficult, I think, for Kim, because it's like, this is kind of like probably your worst nightmare. But basically her son was on Roblox, and on the game there was a meme, or like, something that you had to click. I don't play Roblox, like I've never played Roblox, so I don't know how it's set up, so don't sue me. But I guess it was like a meme or something, and he clicks on it, and it's her crying face, the infamous like crying face that everybody uses as a meme for Kim. So it was that, but then on it said, something about like releasing like unreleased footage of like the sex tape, like the from back in the day. So that was probably kind of like, of course her son can't read yet, like he's still young, he can't read yet, so he didn't know what it said. He just saw the picture and like, laughed, but he wasn't able to read, thank God. But it's like, Kim ended up blowing up, like I don't want to say blowing up, like, but she blew up, and so she's, trying to sue Roblox and, just all that, and figure out what's going on and get that taken down and like, so that was kind of, that was kind of rough, I'm sure. But anyway, moving on to more positive notes. Kendall, she had COVID during like the first couple episodes of filming, so she wasn't really on it, but she did come on and say like she's gonna be here and like she had COVID. So that was that. Kylie looks amazing. She's pregnant. Well, in these episodes, she's I think she said she's like 6 months pregnant or something like that. But she is like glowing. She looks so beautiful. And I think she's really excited. On the episode, they don't know what the gender is, and her and Travis Scott, were keeping that like a secret, and keeping her away from everybody. So we don't know. Like, of course, obviously now we know what she had, but at the time we didn't know. Like on the episode, they didn't know. So she looks amazing. So that was really nice to see her. And then because her first pregnancy, she really kept it like tight. Like, she did, you didn't really know until she like was about to have a baby, like she was having a baby. So we didn't know, she just was missing. But this was really cool because you got to see her, and it was just really nice. So she looked amazing. And then Chloe, and they kind of talked about Chloe and Tristan, and he was there. So this is before everything, before we find out about because we gonna get into that, I'm sure, later on in the season. But But yeah, so they were kind of talking because they're, Chloe, of course, she's like, we're friends and, we're like just, we're just trying to figure things out and da 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 da, like, whatever. But they are, in the episodes, they're kind of working on their, trying to work on their relationship. He's going to counseling. She, they said on the show, and then she goes with him to some of his counseling sessions. So it's good. And I think personally, and this is just my opinion, so take it with a grain of salt because, it's just my opinion. But I feel like it's really, like, he really, jumped out the window with a lot of the things that he's done. But I think when you have children, it's not that that's the sole, like, that, oh, I should stay in a bad situation because I have kids by this person. But it's not so much that. I feel like it's like, you should do everything in your power to make things work. And if they don't, they don't. But at the end of the day, you can tell your kids that I did everything I could to make this family whole. And it just didn't work. But I tried. It's not just like, oh, I just, whatever, I didn't care. Like, I just left them, left the situation. Like, no, you do everything that you can to try. That's just my opinion. Now, I don't think you should stay in a bad situation. But I do think you should do everything that you can. Do counseling, try. Same thing with the marriage. Like, before you divorce, you don't just like, oh, I'm having a bad day, I want to divorce this person, so I'm just gonna serve them some papers. Like, no, you do everything you can. You go to counseling, you know what I'm saying, you talk it over, you work through it, and at the end of the day, if it comes to like, okay, well, this is just not working, then, there you have it, it's just not working. But you do everything that you can to make things work. And I feel like that's what she's trying to do at this point in the in the season. So that's going on. Corey and Chris, of course, they are just, doing them. I love Corey and Chris. Like, I think they're a really good couple. I mean, I don't know because, but I think they're a really good couple. They seem like they have a really good bond and a really good connection, and they seem like they have a lot of respect for each other. So I love Chris and Corey together. I think that's a really good dynamic. Also, during this episode, they're talking about the SNL, like, because Kim did SNL. So she is like, ugh. She's a Libra, and I'm a Libra, and I just feel like Libra's like, I don't know, like, I mean, I think I'm pretty funny, but most Libras that I know, like, they're funny, but it's not on purpose. Like, they're more funny, like, just the things that they say, or the things that, like, just, but naturally say and do. Like, so I think they're funny in that way. I don't feel like Libras can be intentionally funny because it really, like, comes off corny. So, that's just my opinion. But I'm a Libra too, so I'm not hating. I'm a Libra too. And I do think I'm funny. But I don't think I can be intentionally funny. I don't think I can, like, just, like, tell a joke and, like, it just be funny. I think it's just more like the thing. You know what I'm saying, But anyway, so she went to, like, Amy Schumer to try and get, like, to have her kind of, because, Amy Schumer is a comedian, so she's trying to kind of get, and I believe Amy Schumer has, worked on SNL, and, kind of, she's a comedian, so she was with her trying to kind of get her script together and stuff like that, and some of the jokes that she had were very, very corny, but some of them were actually funny, and so they worked together, so that was really cool to see, kind of just that whole, like, process of her getting to SNL, Kanye wasn't on any of the episodes. Speaking of Kim, Kanye wasn't on any of the episodes just yet. He's gonna be on there because I did see like in the trailer and stuff like that. He's gonna be on there, but he just wasn't on these first two. Of course, at that time, still like they were still going through the divorce and everything like that, trying to co-parent and make things work that way. But they were still, the split was happening, at this point. So, and you remember that from Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I think it ended on them kind of going through all that, but that's neither here nor there. But the thing that I can say is I feel that Kanye really, really, really loves Kim still, and I think he really does want to make things work for his family, but I think it's over. I mean, I think the chances of that happening are over, but I do think that you can still see, like, it's just in the different things that and maybe it's just because it's like, this is my kid's mother, and this is somebody that I like, somebody that and in a perfect world, it's like, even if you get divorced, you still have love for a person, but sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes people get divorced and they hate each other and they never, and they never, deal with each other ever again, like in life. But in a perfect world, when you have kids and everything like that, and you have spent some time being married, and things just didn't work out, you just hope that you guys can still be cordial and still, have some sort of, I don't want to say just a friendship, but some sort of an alliance, some sort of a friendship, and be able to co-parent. So they seem like they're working on that. But anyway, I mean, those are pretty much my takes from the first two episodes. So I'm super excited to see the rest, and see the rest of the season. Like I am. I'm gonna be tuning in on Thursdays, and every now and then I will put up a video and give a review. Might not do every episode, but the juicy hot ones, I'm gonna make sure I get up on here and I talk to y'all and I let y'all know what's going on with it, cause this is the channel for the news, and I'm gonna bring y'all the news. So so yeah, but other than that, that's pretty much it. That's what's going on there. There aren't any other big things that I feel like just really stood out to me. But I really liked the show. I thought it was a really good way to come back, and I'm happy that they're back because of course, like I said, I'm a huge fan of the show and of the family. So it's all love, and I'll be tuning in. But other than that, you guys, thank you for just sitting here with me, chatting it up. I appreciate it so much. And I love just sitting here talking to y'all. It's so awesome. It's so cool. And so if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. And then also, if you want more videos like this, or you want me to just go into, because like I said, I have a whole lineup throughout my week of shows that I watch. So if y'all want me to give reviews on different shows, or just sit up and just talk about it, because I mean, it don't always have to be a review. It don't always have to be oh, I hated it, I loved it, I hated it, I loved it. I mean, we can just sit up here and talk. We can talk about it. I'm gonna walk you through. I'm gonna talk you through it. I'm gonna talk you through it. So we can do that. We can do that. Y'all let me know in the comment section below if that's what y'all want to do, and we can do that, and we can make that happen. Okay. So until next time, I love you guys, and have a good. Well, I mean, we're not in summer yet. We're getting close to it, but have a good rest of your spring. Well, I'll be back before the summertime. I'm gonna be back talking to y'all. We gonna figure it out. We gonna work it out. All right. Well, other than that, you guys, love you guys. It's been a great time, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And thanks for tuning in.